Man, that delay is still there. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Welcome in. I thought I had fixed that problem. Uh, I was doing a new intro, and then I think I was telling people somewhere. Um, as far as StreamYard has this little thing at the top where you can put an intro, and an outro video. That was the intro video, the little countdown. Once you click on that, then it automatically goes to the live stream. But you saw there was like a 5-second delay where it was a black screen. So yeah, I may have to do that manually from here on out. That's not like what I really wanted. I cut off a few seconds of the video, hoping that would alleviate the problem, but it didn't apparently. So thank you guys for coming in. You saw the new intro. Hopefully you liked it. That was from I had a couple of cruises. I forget what ships, probably Meraviglia and Seascape, maybe. I'm not quite sure what ships they were from, but it was all like all MSC. I know it seems like I'm going MSC crazy, but that's because I am. I have coming up this weekend. I have a cruise on MSC, going out of Miami, headed to Nassau and headed to Ocean Key. And if you were in Cruise Talk Live yesterday, you know that it's going to be an overnight trip, and I can't wait for the overnight trip at Ocean Key. I like watching the stars, looking at stars. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everybody. Hopefully, it's a clear sky. That's one of the things that I didn't like on cruise ships. You go try to look at the stars. The thing that irritated more, what grinds my gears, Scott. What grinds my gears, you're on your balcony and your neighbors have their lights on. And it's like, dude, what's up? Why? I come out here to be in the dark. So, anywho, I'll get off that real quick because it's too early to start ranting. So let me run down this. Oh, hold on. One thing. Gotta go to Instagram. And guess what? I am live on Instagram. All right, good to go. Let me run down the chat real quick. Everybody's coming in here. Thank you guys. Carnival Cruise Addicts, they were actually first. They came in last week because I was so proactive. I put out this live like a week ago, and that's not normal for me. So they saw a live and just assumed that was the live for last week. Nope, tricked you. The live is this week. So Carnival Cruise Addicts, welcome in. I appreciate you coming in here. Warmstrong Adventures. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit later on. At the top, I pinned a link, and that's for UR Comp. It's a referral link. I don't believe I get anything for it. So I didn't put this down as like a paid promotion. As far as I know, I don't get anything from it. But my host, Lexi, is always very good to me. She booked a couple of cruises for me, and one was like the 10-day cruise on was it the Divina, maybe? Anyway, 10-day cruise. They took us to dinner. I mean, that was a special one where they had like a meetup for UR Comp. But and then I just booked another one for November 9th through her. And she sent me the referral link. As I said, I don't get anything out of it. But the thing with UR Comp, and this is for my gamblers, and I'll probably say it again later on in the live. You put a deposit down. The first time I did it was a $400 deposit. You got it all back as onboard credit. This time I did it. It was $500 for the November cruise, but I get it all back as onboard credit. But it's good for two people. No port charges, no taxes. That the deposit, you get it back. I heard somebody say that, excuse me, it might not be refundable. I don't know. Normally, I don't cancel a cruise. If I cancel a cruise, something major happened. So, yeah, I'm not going to worry about the $400 or $500. But I booked it totally free. If you're interested, and I don't know, does it show up as a hyperlink? When I looked at it earlier, I don't see a hyperlink. I'm going to try to get it where I can make a hyperlink out of it. But I don't think I saw Carnival on it. I saw like Virgin Voyages, Celebrity, MSC. Did I see Princess? I don't know about Princess or not, but there are a few there. So do a match. Matter of fact, in Lori Barber, she said she used it. She didn't get free, but she had a discounted cruise for her and her husband. And I think she put that in I think Scott's chat or someplace I saw it. Maybe I shouldn't be putting their business out there, but so there are a few people that actually used it, and I don't know. It's a free cruise. They want you to gamble, which I consider that $500 that I put down as part of my gambling budget. Okay, continuing on with the chat. Scott is in. Welcome in, Scott. Woo woo! First. Nope, controversial cruising. You're not first. You had Liz and Chris in here from last week. Keisha bantering with Bill Thursday. And it feels good because Sunday is cruise day, Saturday is travel day. So this feels extra special. It feels like when I used to work and I had a trip or a vacation coming up, and this was the last day of work. That's what this feels like, even though it's not, because apparently I have work to do come this cruise. So I got a few things I want to do since MSC is hot right now. I truly, if I was thinking, and this was brought up by my manager. I have a manager. Celebration Key is about to open. This week should have been about Celebration Key, but I'm so excited about MSC. I wanted to talk about MSC a little bit. Keisha's in the house. Uncle Dave is in the house. Keisha, Scott, Uncle Dave, thank you guys for being members of the channel. I appreciate it. Don't worry. I know I do a lot of talking, and I'm slow, people. I'm slow. I got things that's backlogged. I understand I'm slow, but you will be getting, and I'm going to try to put up a link early, but it's going to be a members only live from probably Ocean Key, or at least from MSC Seascape. So you guys can take a good look at it, ask me questions about it. So that's going to be for members only. I'm going to do lives for everybody, but you guys are going to get a little extra dose, a little behind the scene, maybe after I had a few drinks, and I don't have to be so professional, or try to be so professional. So maybe be prepared. I'm gonna put that thumbnail out. Maybe I'll do it after dark, so it'll be later, but not too late, like 7, something like that. We'll see. We'll see. Shay's Adventures, welcome in. I appreciate you coming in. Let me check on Instagram. Janice J made it in on the Instagram side. Welcome in. Harlem Girl made it in. TJ's Destination made it in. I think TJ is on a cruise still. Maybe not. Maybe he's off. Maybe he's back by now. And 23rd Universe, welcome in on the Instagram side. Appreciate you guys coming in. Uncle Dave, for those of you that don't know, right before this, I'm trying to do a premiere before every live, every banter with Bill. So Uncle Dave, he says, that was an awesome premiere. I could have watched that for 30 minutes. Well, next time maybe I'll make it a little bit longer. Ross Orange Cone Vlog made it in. Welcome in, Ross. Appreciate you being in here, my friend. Everybody saying hello. Maggie made it in. Maggie, welcome in. Welcome in. Travel with Josie Ann made it in. Welcome in, Josie Ann. You're doing fine on those lives. I appreciate you doing those lives. Letting us know what's going on around the world. Embarkation Nation is in the house. Welcome in. Amelia Gwen, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. You're my MSC partner. I met Gwen on MSC, and she, apparently she likes it. She likes cruising. Oh, I'm like, how is Warmstrong Adventures commenting. I commented before I came live. So I figured it out. I was a little confused. Nightbot is in the house. Everybody saying hello. Everybody saying hello. Keisha saying that silence is crazy. Keisha, see, Josiane, I don't know if you were here when that came on, but when I first came on, there was about 5 seconds of black screen, and I'm sitting here, and it's saying I'm live. I can't hear anything. I don't know if I'm live or not. So I just sat there for a couple of seconds, and guess what? I popped up. Didn't panic. Yeah, you never would have known. If I didn't say anything, you would have known I panicked. Zoe welcome in, saying hi, Bill. Ross is saying hi to Scotty. Jeremy D-Day, welcome in, Jeremy. Long time no see, but I appreciate you being in here. Controversial. Carnival Cruise Addicts, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Thank you for being a member. Whatever floats your boat, thank you for being in here. Scott, I thought I tried to fix it. If it worked, it would be beautiful. It didn't work, and it puts that delay in there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. The outro works well, but the intro, we'll probably have to relay some information onto StreamYard that hey, we don't want that 5 second delay. We want when the video ends, we go live. With this camera is on me. So we might have to talk to StreamYard about that. But I like the ideal of it. But hey, it's not that big a deal just to go ahead and hit the content and make it stop and you go live. Anyway, whatever floats your boat, welcome in. Everybody saying hello. I like looking at stars, but they get restraining orders against me. Yeah, no, I hope these stars don't. I'm fingers crossed, Ross. Being a city guy, I don't like driving too far out and finding a good place to park where I can just watch the stars. Only 15, 20 minutes. I mean, I don't sit out there all night watching the stars. But when I do have a balcony, especially if you have somebody with you, you go out there, have a drink, a nightcap right before bedtime, you watch the stars. If those darn neighbors would cut off their lights. Zoe says we love your rants. I gotta stop. I think people really think I'm mean in real life. I really do. I really do. Now I'm blunt. I will. If you ask me a question, I'll give you an answer. So if you don't want to know the truth of what I think about something, don't ask me a question because I will tell you the answer. I don't like that, and that's what I really. Anyway, I have a problem with that, and people. I'm not mean. I mean, it's not personal. It's business. So if you ask me a question, I'll give you the answer. But I see that a lot of people just want, like if I ask you, and I only ask a couple of people, like, hey, what did you think of this video? It was nice. Tell me what you thought about it, and really, because I'm asking for a reason, because it helps me to get better at what I do. Scott says, save the get off my lawn for next week, Wednesday. Oh, I got plenty of get off my lawn. I got plenty of them. But I'm doing. If I was in Evie Mucks, I could have my sound effects. I don't know. You might have them in here. I don't know. I don't know if I downloaded any here or not. Everybody saying hello. Proactive. Z is in the house. Welcome in, Z. Appreciate you being in here. Oops. Bill, send the link. I'll do it before you get off. Okay, Scott. I don't know. I tried to post it early, but I'll do that. And I started looking at it, and I could see how it might not have been a good link. So I think I know what I would have to do to send the link. But yes, Scott, I will. Matter of fact, let me go up here real quick. Okay, I'll come back. I thought I had to pull it up already, but I don't. Z, welcome in. Janice J, I saw you on the Instagram side. Janice J, the Instagram side for whatever reason, I don't like it if it doesn't populate in here. So if I'm reading the chat over here, Instagram doesn't pop in. So I do see that you were over on the Instagram side. I appreciate you coming over here now. But it might take a second. I might not catch you right away. I try to leave it up so I can see it. Did that work, Keisha? And I'd have to go. I have to go see because I can't see the link in StreamYard. It doesn't show me if it's a hyperlink or not. Z's typing hashtag strong. Anybody in here that wants to share their link, feel free. Everybody's friendly in here. So you can go over there and type hashtag strong, and it'll drop your link. Just like Z did. Linda, welcome in, Linda. Saying hello to everybody. Z says prime time live Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Central. Wow. Oh, okay. Liz, Liz, thank you. 10 memberships. Thank you so much. Let's I got to go over here and try to see who got the memberships because in StreamYard it doesn't show. Oh boy, I don't see it. Am I that far behind? LF McKinley receives one. LF McKinley received one. Lori Barber, Clock Family Adventures, Nettie and JT. Did I miss one? And Dustin Austin. And Mommy Millionaire. Wait a second. Marjorie receives one. Nellie receives one. Janice J receives one. Orange Cone received one. All the best received them. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Let me get back. Okay, people. You know I'm not Scott. Okay, you know I'm not Scott. So let me get back over here to comments. Remove that. Go back to media assets. I'm so glad to have you guys a part of the Strong Crew. Now it's up to me to earn your loyalty and oh, that's a tough word to use around here. To earn your loyalty, so you renew that membership. But thank you guys. Carnival Cruise Addicts, Liz, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. That means a lot. That means a lot. And I'm trying to. Scott is talking me up. He's getting me. He's getting me how to build your channel. Scott and Keisha, those are two of the main ones. Embarkation Nation is another one where I talk to them. They not on the air now. They don't call me out on the air. Not all the time. Scott did, but that's a different story. But they tell me what they think, and that means the world to me. And Scott he's one of that was you got to do more for your members. You got to do more. You got to do more. And I'm trying to drop more videos just for members. What I did was I would drop a video, let the members have a couple of days early, and then premiere it. Really what I was doing, I wanted the members to critique it for me in case something was wrong, didn't like it, the sound wasn't right. I really wanted them to critique it for me, to tell me what they thought. But Scott, he was right. He was right. So I appreciate, and they don't know probably how much I appreciate it, but I do. I appreciate it a lot. I see LF McKinley is in the house over here. There we go. Cruise Nuts. Welcome in, Cruise Nuts. Cruise Nuts. I'm going. Oh, hold on. How did I skip? I probably had to skip by trying to look at it. Foodie. Welcome in, Vicky. I appreciate you coming in here. I want lifetime loyalty. I don't know, Vicky. I really don't know how that. I don't know if it means that much to me. I just Carnival. And I'm assuming we're talking about Carnival. Just keep taking care of me. I gamble because most of my offers, they come from the casino. Keep taking care of me if I gamble, and I won't have that big of a problem. It's up for me to step up my game to spend more. They're their business. They want you to spend money. Seaborn just that's one of the sister companies of Carnival, the big Carnival Corporation. Carnival is one. Then you have Princess. No, yes, Princess, and then Seaborn is another one. They just changed their loyalty program. They went more to a hybrid system, which is what I thought Carnival might go to, where you still get a credit for the time that you're on it, but you also, for every $500 you got a point. So let's say you got 1 point for a night stayed on, but then for every $500 you got another point, which I think is fair. And MSC does kind of the same thing. It's not about number of nights, it's about nights and money spent. Carnival fell short with it expires if you don't spend enough money. That's where they kind of fell short. MSC is, hey, cruise with us. We're not begging for money, and we're not begging you to spend money with us. Cruise with us, and you'll keep your status. And that's where Carnival fell a little short, or a lot short. Internet of Fun, welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I see everybody saying hi. I'm just trying to get down to the bottom of the chat. And Cruise Nuts, what a good guy. I mean, he gave me some footage, and it means a lot to me. So, Cruise Nuts, thanks right now, and you will get credit for it. TJ, I thought you were still on the ship because I was watching some shorts or Instagram or something. TJ, welcome in, TJ. Appreciate you coming in on the Carnival Panorama. Thank you so much. I know I'm falling behind. Boop, boop, boop. Everybody saying hi. Life with Tanisha, welcome in, and thank you for being a member. And if I forget, thank you guys for being members. I appreciate you all for being members. The celebration, Foodie says the celebration will be Saturday at 7 p.m. I should be able to make that. I'm traveling, but that's a travel day for me, so I'll probably be in my hotel room by that time. But it is Miami, so who knows? LF McKinley says, TJ Destination, I'm sure you are having a great time. How can you not? You're on a cruise. How can you not? Everybody's having a blast. I'm having fun. I hate scrolling through one of the problems with Instagram is I'm scrolling through, but you can't see it. The people on Instagram can't see it if I don't put it on the screen. So I got to get in a better habit of popping them on the screen so people can see. Life with Tanisha, 105 days until my beautiful, hold on. It skipped on me again. 105 days until the Mardi Gras. Damien and Kwanda, welcome in. Appreciate you guys coming in here. Thank you so much. I saw you came on the Instagram side. As I was saying, I can't see it on the Instagram side unless I look at the screen over here. So when I'm reading the chat and somebody comes in, unless they stay there for a couple of minutes, probably, I'll look over there again. I don't know, but I appreciate you coming on the Instagram side and coming on the YouTube side. One of these days, I'm really going to make an effort to try to get monetized on Instagram, maybe Instagram and TikTok, but it takes effort. Foodie saying, can you believe it, girl? Whatever floats your boat. Nelly, welcome in. Hold on. Nelly says, be sad for me. I had to cancel 2 cruises in July and August, a 4-night and an 8-night. It hurts so much. No cruise until the 30th of November. Nelly, but trust me, the 30th of November is coming up fast. It's coming. It'll be here before you know it. But I know how you feel. You start having like withdrawals. It's like I'm not on a cruise. Especially at one time, I was cruising so much, and it's May 1st. I got off that cruise, and it feels like I haven't been on a cruise forever. And I know that's kind of like first world problems and that diamond life problem on Carnival. Anyway, um, it feels like forever. So this Sunday when I go live, I can't wait. Keisha says, make sure you hit that like button. Thank you so much, Keisha. 30 people in here. Appreciate you guys all being in here. William Rout, welcome in. Welcome in. This sounds like a new name. 79 days till I'm on the Jubilee. The Jubilee is my favorite Carnival ship. I'm sorry, sister ship. I like the Celebration. Jubilee, I love the Jubilee. Jubilee sails out of Texas, which is hard for me to get to that port. And it's another first world problems. I like direct flights, and the flights down there are just really iffy for me. And because I fly standby, that's why. I mean, only reason. And Jubilee, Texas, I don't know why. And I was talking to somebody, and they were saying that Texas had a problem as far as their boarding process. It was one of the longest boarding processes that I've had in years, getting through that process. But the city itself, I love going down. I love going down there. It's a good pre-cruise destination. TJ, on this destination, I've seen a lot of changes for the better on Carnival. I could imagine. I won't be on. I won't be on Carnival until October 16th. But even that one is like a 14-day or 15-day transatlantic, which is not the typical Carnival cruise. So I won't know as far as the changes. But I can see Carnival changing. I can see them changing. Oh, Nelly says work got busy. Well, I didn't want to get nosy. I was hoping it was nothing bad. You know, sometimes things happen for bad reasons. Getting busy at work is not a good thing. Not a bad thing. That's could be a good thing. Hinky I was so good. I was getting good at it. Hinkanuki. Hinkanuki. Anyway, welcome in. I was getting better at it. I felt I had it down. I mean, you know how many times I watched the video and played it over and over so I could get the name. It was like I used to have a problem with Orange Cone Vlog, and I got it down now, and I had yours down, and I gotta go rehearse again. Zoe says 37 days till Mardi Gras, back to back. Nice. My son is finally gets to go on I don't want to say a good ship because that comes off wrong. A newer ship of Carnival. He's used to the older ship, Inspiration, Imagination, the Spirit, the Legend. He's used to the older ships, and he thinks that is what Carnival is. So I told him we're going on the 14-day transatlantic. He's going with me. That I think he's really going to like this new ship. I think he's really going to like this new ship, or the Carnival's newest ship. Right. I was mad and thought it's a cruise. Yeah. I mean, you make that overtime or whatever and extra money. That's an additional cruise. I wasn't wowed by the Jubilee. Could because Carnival erroneously canceled my reservation. Ooh. I can't. Hold on. Let me pull this. I got to pull this up because I can't read down there. Which led me to losing my cabin. They rebooked me, but I could not get my cabin back. The food was not that great. I enjoy the food on Excel class ships. I think they have some of the better options. And I'm not talking about like the specialty restaurants, but I like their buffet. I like their street eats. I really do. The one thing I think Carnival needs to work on is the late night eats, or whatever, whatever they call it, the late night buffet. It's not the buffet anymore. They really need to work on that. If they do that, they'll have me. They have me now. Hopefully I haven't skipped anybody. Janice J, 37 days till Mardi Gras. The transatlantic is on it's on a Mardi Gras. I'm bringing it back. It's going to dry dock soon, uh, September maybe, and it's going to go to Barcelona, and I'm bringing it back from Barcelona. So I'll let you know what what upgrades, if any, they did. I was in tears, but we were with friends and we made the best of it. But I had a sour taste in my. Tanisha, it happens. Things happen. Things go wrong in cabins where they got to move you. I mean, nobody wants to. When you have the perfect cabin picked out, especially if you're traveling with people and you kind of got like, um, cabins near each other, and now you got to move. I understand, but you're on a cruise. You make the best of it. But we don't want any shedded tears on a cruise ship. Traveling with Travel Vibes with Angel. Angel, welcome in. Appreciate you coming in on the Instagram side. Hinky Nookie. That sounds wrong. Hinky Nookie. Anyway, I'm looking at whatever floats your boat, Angie. Boop. On the ship, TJ's destination on the ship Panorama. They've enforcing the dress code in all dining rooms, as they should. As they should, in my opinion. And I know, I mean, a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this one. But if like on formal night, if oh, I've been having problems with my power, and I thought I just lost power. So anyway, it was just something that's going. It's just anyway. I've been having problems with my power. Me and DTE Energy. I mean, we're having issues over here. I'm one of those people that when I go to the dining room, I put on slacks and a shirt most of the time. First day, come as you are. It'll be a t-shirt, and any other night, it's possibly I'll have a t-shirt on if I'm running late. But usually I try to have a collared shirt on, going to the dining room. I think that's the way it should be. I mean, formal night. I feel bad just coming in a collared shirt. I'm not going to put. I refuse to put a suit on. But if I don't feel like doing that, I won't go. I won't go. I won't go to the dining room, and I understand that. So I like a dress code. I don't like people coming in there in their swimming suits and shorts and I don't, men take off when you go into a dining room, when you go in the doors, really take off your hats. I don't like I mean, but that's me. It's kind of the way that I was raised. It was like you go indoors, you take off your hat. So anywho, Damien and Kwanda, I know I'm probably butchering the name. I see you around all the time. Forgive me if I butcher your name, but thank you for being in here again. 22 days until the star of the sea. Oh boy, you're big time. One of these days, I've been rethinking, certain things, and maybe instead of going on so many Carnival cruises, save up, go on a. Don't want to say a nice ship because that's how I can put down the Carnival, but a newer ship. No Carnivals booked for us yet this year. One thing with me is I have 9 cruises booked and only one with Carnival, and that's unusual for me. They're turning people away for their attire. I like that. If you want to be casual, go to a casual restaurant. I like that. People complain about the food and all this other stuff. Let's make it a higher level experience in the main dining room. You bring the tablecloths back and the silverware and all this. You want it fancy, but you want to dress like you just came from the beach. Personal opinion. No, I think that anyway. Whoops, hold on. Oh, is it elegant night or just in general? In general, as they should. Oh, a Carnival Cruise disagrees with me. Yes, people they take it from one extreme to the. I mean, it used to be they used to rent tuxedos on the cruise ship where you can. And I mean, what time is it? I'm in here the whole show and I have not talked about my topic yet. It's they used to rent tuxedos for formal night. You got dressed up, and that's when they came out and brought out the cameras to take pictures. You got dressed up. You put on your Sunday best, as they used to say. Now it's not like that. People come in there in torn t-shirts and they want to be seated, and it's like, yeah, do me a favor. At least make yourself look like you showered today. Anywho, TJ says he's going to talk about it on his live. Bravo. 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 I appreciate it. I kind of miss the days when a lot of men would wear tuxedos. Yes. To me, that's what it's about. The formal night. Now I pulled a Carnival Cruise Addicts, Chris. Oh no, Liz, you probably wore one too. I had the tuxedo t-shirt and I wore that in on a formal night. And I cracked myself up because it's like, this is crazy that this is even acceptable on formal night. Pants, Scott. Yeah, slacks, iron with a crease, a collared shirt. And I think I'm being bummy when I go in there. See, Carnival, as much as we like to bash Carnival, or some of us like to bash Carnival is changing. It's not, and I know they're the fun ship, but with the fun ship comes still a little responsibility, I don't like women walking around the pool area in thongs. Call me old fashioned, but if I have my grandkids there, put a cover up on. You don't need to be walking around the ship. If you want to do that, go to the adult area. I'm old school, people. Go to the adult area. Put a cover up on. I'm not asking you to wear, your dresses below your knees or anything like that. But there's a decorum that I feel that you should follow. And it started getting way away from it. Way away from it. So let me see. Slack sound like when Liz says footage. Footage. God, it is footage. I catch myself, like recorded or something like that. Or, that's what I catch myself doing, videotaped. Bill, I'm so far behind. At least call them dockers. Yeah, I mean, you're good with the name. Oh, perfect. Thank you. And I got to make sure I try to highlight things. Khakis button up. Yes. Wait, TJ, you're on the panorama. My best friend is a bartender on there right now. TJ, you need to find him, get him to hook up your drink. On the way to Ensenada. I do want the tablecloths. See, people want fancy. Dress up for the occasion. That's all I'm asking. If you're going to do that, thank you all 36 of you that are in here. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel and you like what you hear and you want to hear me rant every week, banter with Bill, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I'm here every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And on Wednesday, me and Controversial Cruising, we do our show, Cruise Talk Live, where we talk about the latest cruise topics, and we have a blast. And generally, it's a cruise channel. We don't talk about anything else. We could if you wanted to, but I mean, we really talk about cruising. That's what I'm into is talking cruising. And there's some great cruise minds in here, a lot of cruise experience. And I mean, you got TJ Destination in here, and he's on a cruise ship right now with breaking news. So yeah, hit that like button and subscribe. Controversial Cruising says, I need a selfie with that bartender, TJ. The tablecloths. I know, Keisha. The topic the topic was kind of going to lead into my cruise this weekend because it was about MSC. Is MSC going to take over the American market? Is it going to pass Carnival? Is it going to catch Royal? Quiet as it's kept, Royal is probably one of the best run cruise companies that I see. I can see MSC making a run for them. They're out of New York now. They're out of Miami, soon to be Texas. They're going to go to Alaska next year. They're building new ships. Hopefully it's not like the same old ships that they have now, but they improve the ships. I can see them going to the West Coast. They're coming. They're coming for the market. They're coming for the market. And believe it or not, I'm for it because they have what I want from a cruise ship, where you have your fun side, your party side, but it's not all the same. It's more like a more elegant to me, and the design of the ship is more elegant. And I absolutely love their cruise lines. They're working on it. They're a European cruise line, so they're working on it. But they're definitely coming for the cruise lines over here. And I know Carnival is the largest. I know they have the most ships, and I know that they're coming. And I mean, if they can continue, I can see them taking over. I can see them taking over a lot of the market, a lot of the shares from these different ports. But where am I at here? I just saw whatever floats your boat likes. I like tablecloths, and I think cruise nuts. I love dressing up for formal night. It used to be a thing. You rent a tuxedo on a cruise ship, and you feel elegant, and that's when you went to a formal night. That's what it was. I just want to be on a ship. I do not mind dress codes, but I am not interested in applying for the fashion police or attire police job. I just want to eat my dinner. It cut off. I just want to eat my dinner. Yes, I do understand that, but elegant night is supposed to be a special night. I mean, that's the way I feel about it. Yes, we all want our dinner. Now, what they need to do is provide the same food, maybe in the buffet area and not the cold and part menu. Provide the same food. So for those of people like me, because I'm not a big, I will miss elegant night. I don't like shrimp. I mean, not shrimp. I don't like lobster tails. So I miss elegant night. There we go. It wouldn't go down. I want to eat my dinner and enjoy the cruise. Period. We wear them, but we don't go into the dining room. I actually went into the dining room. It probably was elegant night. I'm trying to pass up some of this content. Cruising complete. Welcome in. I wore a tuxedo once my entire life. The day I got married. There are ways to look presentable without a tuxedo. Fancy dress ups won't fix trashy people. Yeah, but if you allow your standards to drop down to trashy people level, there's nothing special about it. So TJ was saying they're throwing them out. Well, good. Have standards. And I'm not saying, every night you have to dress up. Put some slacks on and a shirt to go to dinner. It's not that difficult. Ladies, look presentable. Not, I mean, that's all. Okay, hold on. We are apparently, as I said, we're not going to get to our topic as far as why I think when you go through their ships, their ship, even their older ships, there's like an elegance about their ships. And when you start looking at like the Spirit class ships, and you go back and look at some of the older MSC, it just looks to me classier. But there's something I want to do here. I am going to when your channel, if you're monetized, you can send out memberships. You get 10 free a month. So I'm going to send out 5 right now, and let's see who gets those 5. I sent out 5. B Weezy Cool gets 1. Keith W gets 1. Jennifer from Embarkation Nation gets 1. Official Jamia receives 1. Welcome, Life with Marlene. Marlene, welcome into the strong crew. I appreciate you guys being in here. And I know I'm probably missing some people in here in the chat. Thank you guys for coming in here. Let me try to go, Scott. I appreciate you guys, and welcome to the crew. As I was telling them earlier, I am going to try to get better with my, and I think I saw your favorite couple in here. They do a good job with member only content, and I'm going to start being better with my member only content, and making sure that you guys feel welcome to the strong crew. Scott got on me about that, so yeah, he was right. He was 100% right. Your favorite couple. Thank you guys for being a member. I appreciate it. I still haven't seen you. I must be so far behind in the. I'm so far behind in the chat. Oh, there you go. TJ says the casino is not treating me good. Oh no, there they go. Your favorite couple. Welcome in. Welcome in. Emily, welcome in. Welcome in. You know what? That 5 went so well. We're gonna give another 5 out. And let's see. Coker Culture got 1. My MLY Bird Farm got 1. Team Reese Travels got 1. Phil and D's Travel Spree got 1. And the original JT received 1. Welcome to the strong crew. Appreciate you guys being in here. Investing with Rod, what up? Thank you for being in here. Your favorite couple has been a member for 13 months. I appreciate that so much. Welcome to the strong crew. Thank you so much. And Scott, I saw your question. Actually, some of them do. Some of them actually they stick around. Not all of them, because you'll see people over there that they're not a cruise channel, and not regular followers or anything like that. They support, but they're not cruise channel. So yeah, I don't expect them. But believe it or not, some of them actually have. Now it's up for me to keep them. And as I said, I'm going on MSC Seascape in a Sunday, so that's why I'm gonna have a members only live, some members only content. I don't know about behind the scenes, because I got to get better at the behind the scenes, because usually if I do something I take and I don't like it, I chuck it, I delete it. So, but I'm gonna try to get better with that. So I'm trying to catch up. Emily, welcome in, Emily. Thank you for being a mod. Thank you to all my moderators. I appreciate you guys all coming in here and being moderators. 41 people in the house. I really appreciate that. VentureCast, thank you for coming in. Thank you for being a member. I appreciate it. Mike, I don't think Royal is going to let MSC catch them. Royal is really well run. Where MSC can catch, and this is part of my chat at least. Where MSC is, it's a privately owned company. They don't have shareholders to look after, so they could undercut Royal. And look at MSC and look at a Utopia class ship. They're not that far off. There's a few things they're not that far off. But MSC is coming in at half the price, at 60-70% of the price. So if they can keep undercutting the market and keep putting out a quality product like World America, Royal better watch out. Don't get comfortable in the #1 spot. Roll is innovative. MSC is a copy. Yes. Granted, yes, they are a copycat. But a lot of things are. Think about the original stuff. Medication, to make a really bad analogy. And you get the generic brand. How many people buy the generic brand over the original brand? Does the same thing. They look the same. One's generic, one's not. Huh. And you save money? I'm in. MSC, I'm in saving me money on a very nice ship. Your favorite couple says MSC is definitely doing a great job overall. They are, and they're just starting. Their private island that we were talking about yesterday. It just opened up in like 2021. But they're going to keep it old school. They're going to keep it about the environment. They're going to keep it about the beaches. They're doing it old school. They're not going to have rides and stuff like that. I think I did see jet skis. I think I said yesterday, no jet skis. I think I did see jet skis. So they're keeping it old school, and it's working. I don't think MSC cares to surpass anyone. I think they do. They want to be competitive. I think they want to take shares of the market, Keisha. I think they want to. TJ says, Bill, I was on a webinar with MSC a couple of weeks ago. The MSC host said that they want world domination. They're getting it. I mean, we don't understand it. We think everything revolves around the United States and America. They're big. When you go to these other countries, you want to go to Africa, you want to go to Europe, you want to do all these cruises. They got the ships, and they've been there a while. That's why when you go to these ships in the United States and you see 40-50% of the people are from Europe, that's because they're so big over in Europe. When they come here, they look them out and they get on those ships. So they fly all the way, just like we would fly over there to take a European cruise. They fly over here and hop on MSC. That's why. So that world domination, I know people. You hear Carnival and all this, and Carnival and Royal, and they're talking the world. And they're coming up with these ports. Look at that port they just built in Miami. You think that's just for one or two ships? That port is able to run 30,000 people through there a day. You think they're gonna have just like one ship a day there? It's just a matter of time. Anyway, that sounded like a rant. Everybody said hello. Investing with Rod. I think I spoke Rod. If I skip by your comment, I just repost it because I'm trying to catch it on the way back because I don't want to go back up because I'll never find my spot. Look formal is not for me. I will dress nice and I'm on vacation. I want to feel relaxed. I agree. But again, slacks is not like I'm asking you to put on a tuxedo, a collared shirt for dinner. And that's even like for formal night. I'm not asking you to put on a tuxedo or even a suit jacket. But some of the people, the way they're coming in now, they're coming in shorts and T-shirts. They should not be seated, and especially on formal night, my opinion. And, I caught up to where I'm catching up slowly but surely. Also, people, I have not dropped the link. I'm sorry. I did drop the link. Up top, you'll see a link to UR Comped. For my gamblers out there, there's 40 people in here. I'm talking to my gamblers here. I go to a site, UR Comped. It's pinned up to the top. I don't think it's a hyperlink. I will drop that in the description, the hyperlink. I don't get paid from it. I use UR Comped a few times. They act like a casino host. They have land casinos and they have cruise casinos. I use them for cruise casinos. And the ship I'm going on is in November, MSC Seascape out of Galveston, the inaugural cruise. I had to put a $500 deposit down. I sent them, they matched my status. So I sent them my best offer. They gave me that cruise for $500. And I get the $500 back as onboard credit. and there's no port charges and no taxes. And also, they don't 1099 you if you hit a jackpot. So when you hit that $12,000 jackpot, no taxes. There's no 1099. People, you're supposed to report your winnings anyway, whether they make you fill out the paperwork or not. But you can, when I say free, it's a free cruise. I've done it a couple of times. It was $400, not $500 before, but it's $500. Get it back. It's $500 onboard credit to spend how I want. Usually it's in the casino. But my host, who is Lexi, sent me a referral list. It doesn't look like, I can show you the letter. It doesn't look like I get anything from it, but I want other people to get involved. And Lexi has always treated me well to get involved with these free cruises if you're going anyway. So that's why that link is there. Destination Fun, welcome in, welcome in. Scott, I think I answered that question. Some do, most don't. Lita Shea, welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here, my friend. We have remember only content on our channel. We have to remember to watch it. Carnival Cruise Addict, 17 months as a member. CNS Travel, 13 months as a member. I'm sorry. Scott has made, I'm trying to be better, people. I'm trying to be better. Thank you, Scott. Your favorite couple is #strong to drop your link. Emily, I believe it's $1.99 to be a member. I don't know. I could have dropped it to 99 cents. I don't know. It's been so long ago. And I actually added badges for the members, but there's so much more I want to do. MLY Bird, welcome into the family. I appreciate you coming in, stopping by to say hello. Hope the birds are doing well. Keisha says, wow, 20 new members to the Strong Crew. Whoop, whoop. Yes. And I did that for a reason, because I knew I was going to go live over the weekend. And I wanted to do a members only live. I will put up a thumbnail. I will let you know ahead of time with a thumbnail. I'm just not sure yet. I know I'm going live Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. But after that, I'm not quite sure when. But I'm going to go live again from the ship. I'm going to go live probably from Nassau, probably be on the ship. And then from Ocean Key, I'll do a live from there. Everybody's saying hello, hello. Destination Fun says on sale, can't tag. So she says like a big group hello. A blanket hello. Isn't that what everybody says? Orange Cone, I welcome in as a member. And I'm so far behind, I don't know. Yes, Nation Fun. Utopia is probably my favorite ship. I have not been on World America yet. But looking at it, I think World America is more my vibe. They had a ton. I hope they, like the other ships, they have a lot of jazz options. But they play music from all over. Everybody saying hello. I buy generic. My pocketbook is fine with that, and so is the Element. Yes, and that's the MSC. That's what they're the generic. I mean, you look at the MSC World America, you know where that design came from. Whoops. You know where that design came from. Ross says MSC is being smart, combining the best of other lines and improving the food to cater to American taste. It's a work in progress, and offering a value without feeling nickel and dime. They nickel and dime you a little bit, and their private island still needs a lot of work. But they're learning, and they're managing to work, because even like the food options, the American fare may not be as good, but the European fare on the other ships is outstanding. I think Scott was saying that yesterday or on his video. So they're coming along, and I see I'm not a big fan of that because I was so happy with them before everybody started going over there, where everybody was hated them. Boo, 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 MSC, boo. The food is terrible. The service is bad. Because they had very low prices. I mean, you could get cruises for $150. They had very low prices, and I love the ships. Let me try to get down to the bottom. MSC is telling Carnival to get out of my yard. They're just doing what they do. They're not worried about. When you look at it, it doesn't seem like they're really that worried about Carnival. I mean, MSC World America was like a straight shot to Royal. Not saying that they don't care about, not that they're saying they don't care about Carnival, but that was a straight shot. I mean, you took their best ship design and copied it, all except the water show. MSC can do what they are doing because they don't have the volume. Once they get the cutbacks, once they get the cutbacks will come like everyone else. It will. But the biggest thing with them is they don't have to answer the stockholders. So with stockholders, you have to do certain things. You have to make certain cuts. But MSC, the status match, everybody's coming over as a diamond, almost a diamond. I see major problems. I mean, I know what they're doing. They're trying to steal certain, people's members, the ones that feel like they've been wronged because of their loyalty. But once you got 10,000 diamonds on MSC, yeah, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem. Destination Fun says, I agree. Emily says the Explorer class ships for MSC are potentially a game changers. It's affordable luxury experience. I know the term affordable is relative. Yeah, I mean, we kind of know what yes. And that's what Carnival needs to do that. But Carnival has to answer to their stockholders. The Platinum Diamond Party was different today. They didn't show the Christine Duffy video. Christine Duffy. Everybody saying hello. Damien and Kwanda, welcome. Goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Looking forward to it. Yeah, they're everywhere. Denise, welcome in, Denise. Appreciate you being in here. Fireworks. MSC is a shipping company. They have a clear edge. They do, as far as not having to raise their prices. They do. I mean, this is like MSC's side hustle. This is not like their main gig. This is a side hustle that they're turning into a world domination. Hey, Anna, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. This is a side hustle for MSC. That's why coming out the pandemic, they were still working. Their company was still making money. And I understand a lot of people don't want to see these other cruise companies fall down in their status, but MSC is doing it. Shane Nordgren, welcome in. First time here. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you for coming in. We are in here talking cruising. Hopefully you're a cruiser. Welcome in. Lori Barber, welcome in. Thank you for being a member, Lori. I think you just got the membership today. They donated the memberships. The Carnival Cruise Addicts donated the memberships, and I gave out 10, so I'm not quite sure which group you were in, but welcome in. I appreciate you coming in here, my friend. And Lori, I was telling a story earlier about UR Compt up at the top, up at the top at the comments. I have a link to UR Compt. It's from my host, and she sent me a referral letter like last week sometime, And I didn't tell her, but I said, I'll put it up there. I don't get anything from it. If you go there, you go there. If you don't, you don't. No skin off my hide. But I just want to let you know. I mean, I know if it's a paid promotion, like if I was getting something for like, hey, every 5 members, I get a free cruise. If it was something like that, I would have to add it as a paid promotion. I don't receive anything. A lanyard. I don't get anything from it. But I saw you use UR and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy that company. Everybody's saying hello, hello. Tracy, the other cruise nut. Hey, Tracy, welcome in, and tell your husband thank you for the video footage. I appreciate it. I will put it to good use. I just booked my first. I saw that in Scott's Mighty app. If you haven't been over to Scott, go to Scott's channel and look out his Mighty app. That Mighty app is very active, and he asks these questions, and there's a lot of activity in the Mighty app. There. Wow, you can see that because I'm looking at I'm looking at the badges. They look so small. It's hard to see, but the badges are something. As I said, I was talking to people a few minutes ago as far as trying to do more for my members. So I created the badges. I went on, did YouTube and learned how to create badges and all that good stuff. So thank you guys. I'm not going to go try to get into the subject as far as what, I kind of got into it a little bit. I was going to get my reasoning. I have notes, people, as far as why I think they could, but there's some negatives too. If they don't learn to adapt to like the American culture, probably a little bit more, and they may not grow as big. I don't know if they can continually count on the European market to prop them up. But if you got 40-50% of your people coming from Europe, I mean, you're only looking for 50% of the people from the United States to fill your ships. So who knows? Member emojis coming soon. What's a member emoji? Keisha. Well, I don't know what a member emoji is. Shane says, I live on the West Coast, so sell out of Long Beach. Next cruise in 58 days on the Firenze. I like the Firenze. That was Carnival. I want to go on the Venezia, but I like it, and they had some different food options. Some free food options, and they had a pepperoni burger on there that it was spicy. It was spicy. Anyway, I loved it. I'm doing diamond art. I have my magnifying clip on my glasses. Yeah, I got to look and see if I can resize that. That was the size they told me to make in Canva. That's the size they told me to make. I just don't like the way the pictures are coming out. So you may see some new ones coming up soon. It's for members of Bone Tired Travelers. It's right next to the members name. You will see like a little box. Those are the badges for being a member. And if you look at them, they're different, and it's based on the number of months or years that you've been a member. That might I'm kind of booked for the end of the year. I have like 9 cruises between now and January. So, but I do want to go down there. Embarkation Nation is saying hello again. Denise, I was hoping you came in here. Does this look familiar? Does that look familiar, Denise? I took off the card, but does that look familiar? Because I still use it. Lori, I knew what you meant. When I went on the booze cruise, Denise, I believe Denise and Dwayne, they were passing out these spines, bone tired spines with a card attached. And anyway, I still use it right here. It's at my desk. I still use it. It stays. That's like one of the only ink pens I have at the desk. So people, I am going to get ready to get out of here. It's 41 people in here. Matter of fact, I did have a poll. If you have not answered the poll, there's a poll question. There's a poll question when you first came in. Answer the poll question, and I'm gonna go. I think there's a poll question. I think I saved it. Yes, I did. And I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get ready to end that. Will MSC or it's supposed to be or win over Americans? 75% said yes. 25% said no. So that's 25%. I don't know. There's no guarantee. I like them, but there's no guarantee that they'll actually take over the market. There are some negatives, and a lot of it has to do with the European European market. Janice J, yes, I want to go. I want to go on Venetia. I mean, I'm glad to hear that you say that it was nice. Lurky Lou, welcome in, welcome in. Please do. You know, catch the playback. Thank you so much. Leave a comment and let me know that you know you were there, and I'll make sure I comment back. I'm a little slow. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better, people. But everybody, all the new people in here, all the new members, 20 new members, welcome into the Strong Crew. For the new people that are just visiting the channel, I just didn't. Karamis Island, welcome in on the Instagram side. Sorry, it's so late. Oops, it looks like they were gone already. I gotta figure a way to get this close to my screen. Maybe I'll put it on top somehow. Anyway, thank you everybody. Thank you for coming in here. Enjoy the rest of your night and be ready for some more content this weekend. All the new members, you are going to get tired of me this weekend, hopefully. Well, you're not going to get tired of me. I'm going to do a few lives. I got the drink package. Did I tell you it's my birthday? This is my birthday cruise. Did I? I don't know if I told you that. This is my birthday cruise. So yeah, we're going to have fun. We are going to have fun. At least I am. So thank you everybody for coming in. Make sure you stay strong and embrace the journey. And at 9 o'clock tonight, make sure you switch over to Scott, or if any mod could drop Scott's link in here for, it's only 8:15. It's drop the link for Thirsty Thursday. That's another great show, and they have trivia. When you make drink lots of drinks, it becomes more adult type of humor, but not so much there. Match Game is where it's raunchy. You got to get over to Match Game and check out Match Game on Friday nights at 9 p.m. It gets so bad they had to move it to 9 p.m. So the rating people don't yell at. No, I'm just making that one up. But you know, at certain times you couldn't say certain words on TV. On this ship, they've been unfortunately. Oh boy, that jumped way up there. That was TJ talking about the dress code. Can I bring it down? There we go. Okay, Keisha. Thank you, Keisha. That's Scott's link. I appreciate it. Hold on. Let me. Oh boy, what happened to the link? Why is it not letting me pin that to the top? Anyway, that's the link. Check out Scott tonight, Thirsty Thursday. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Hold on. Happy birthday to me. What? It's going to be a fun weekend, people. Join me. I'm telling you, join me. Hold on. You have an anchor, not a. Oh, what's? Oh, Foodie, were you trying to drop the link? Hold on. What's going on here? Oh, we love you, Bill. What? I'm not a mod? Keisha, I will work on you being a mod. Did I say Keisha? I'm sorry. Vicky. Let me see what I can do here. Foodie, Vicky, type something in the chat. Let's see if it worked. Danny D, welcome in, Danny D. I'm so far behind. She may not even be in here now. Oh, there she is. You're welcome, and thank you for being a member. I appreciate it, Vicky. So everybody, I'm about to sign off for real. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock tonight. Did I say 9 o'clock Friday? No, it's 8 o'clock Friday. 9 o'clock tonight. Yes, I got my yes. Match game should be on at 9 o'clock, but it's 8 o'clock. The kids are still up. They're talking that language. You know what I'm talking about. But it's a lot of fun. I haven't found anybody that went over there and didn't say, "Hey, good time." There's a lot of people there. So anyway, people, getting ready to sign off here because now I'm just running my mouth. Birthday weekend. Be prepared. Keep the notifications on. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I'm going to try to make you proud of me, Scott. I'm going to have a good weekend. I'm going to drop some shorts. Scott, I'm trying to make you proud this weekend. So with that, I am going to say, people, make sure you stay strong and embrace the journey. And I am out of here. I'm going to try to use that where it ends it for you automatically, but stay strong and embrace the journey. And I will see you this weekend. Fingers crossed.
Boom.